Good morning, everybody. The kangaroo is back. Oh, I'm sorry, the giraffe. I'm sorry I had to cut it off yesterday morning. Let me arrange this a little better here. Burt's still eating. I don't think he wants me to show him with a mouthful. So, yeah. We just had an interruption and we had to tend to that. So, we're back this morning. So we were talking yesterday about elderly people living alone. It's not just elderly people, really. It's just about anybody. Of course, younger people, when we were all younger, we could go out and, visit people ourselves or whatever. And even though there's some kids that do take the time to go visit their family or whatever, that's like us. We have one son who does it. And the rest of them are just too busy with all their kids and their families and what have you. And, and they're far away. So, at Christmas time, a lot of people are depressed and lonely. And that happens to me, even though I have Burt, Burt has me. You think about all the people that are no longer here and were with you for all these Christmases, and then, something happened. And depending on how close you were, like if it's a kid or a mother or something like that, it can really, really bother some people. And it used to really bother me about my daughters and my mom, because my mom passed away in 2006 in December. My youngest daughter, passed away in 2007. Yeah, during the summer, right after my mom passed away. And she was only 19. And then my oldest daughter, who she died when she was 31, and she died in 2017. So we all think that, okay, it does get better with time, and it does. I'm not going to say it don't, but you still have those days, and sometimes it's not even just around Christmas time. It's, it's all through the year. You got the birthdays you used to, throw the parties for the kids. Halloween, everybody used to go out together. And even when my daughters were older and they all had kids, and my sons too, sometimes we would get together and all of us go out and trick or treat, So, there's a lot of things that people think about. And if you already have depression, or you already have anxiety, or, or you're just like me and you wake up every morning and go, oh, Jesus, what can happen next? Please, Lord. Then, it can be hard. It can be really hard on a lot of people. It's hard on us, but we were talking about everybody being alone, not just for Christmas, all the time. There's seniors that live alone. This is what I suggest with the seizure, the seniors, is try your very best to at least have a doorbell camera. If you don't know how to put it on, ask one of your kids, ask a neighbor, heck, call your neighborhood church, even if you don't go to church, and ask them, can you send somebody over to please hook up my doorbell? It's anything that is going to be a safety for you. I know most of the time when things happen, especially when you're younger. Now, when you're older, I'm not sure, because I'm getting there, you know what I'm But it's usually somebody that's going to cause a danger to you. That is a high percentage. But you still have people who just have no brains, and I'm sorry, they don't. And we had a lady here I think it was in Texas the other day. She was on oxygen. I don't know what all her problems were because I didn't watch the whole thing, I'll be honest. But somebody broke in her house to rob her. And instead of just robbing her, they beat the crap out of her. Why do you have to do that to an elderly person? I mean, especially, I think these guys were young who broke in. Excuse me. There's no reason to have to do that. But they did, and she's okay, thank the Lord. But, these things happen more than not. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just simply telling you, anything you can do to keep yourself safe, do it. Don't go out at night by yourself. When you go out, whether it's day or night, lock the doors on your car. That was something I taught my kids from the beginning. But you know what? I grew up in Chicago. My kids mostly grew up in the suburbs and in Florida, southeast Florida. But, you still have to be careful. So there's many precautions you can take. Have your smoke alarms. Make sure that they work. What I do is every Thanksgiving, I make sure my smoke alarm has a brand new battery. Whether it works or not, it gets a brand new battery, okay? I've done that since the kids were little and smoke alarms came out. Yeah. And doorbell cameras are a blessing. Most people have them. Sometimes, yeah, you can only see around by your door. But they have some now coming out, or they're out already, that are, what did you call those, fish eyes? And let's get Burt in here. And
how's my hair?
I don't want that sun to kill everybody's face there.
How's my hair?
Your hair's fine, baby. Burt and his hair. All right, Burt, we got a sun problem here. And your head's too tall. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so make sure that, if at all possible, you have a whistle with you when you go to the store. I know that sounds stupid, but who cares what it sounds like. Make sure when you go get your gas at the gas station, you lock that door before you go in the store, and unlock it as you're coming out. This is just safety things that I learned growing up in Chicago. When I started driving, I was about 20 years old. But they used to have people who broke the windows at the stoplight, and they would grab your purse out of the car. Of course, back then, most people ran when they did that kind of shit, And nowadays, God knows what they're going to do, possibly steal your car or whatever. So you have to be, whether it's a woman or a man, nowadays they don't care. They don't care. So always try to be safe for yourself. And then I suggest kids, family, somebody should check on these elderly people. And if they don't do it or they can't do it, then you need to maybe get with some kind of senior group that, if you don't want to go to church, then, that's up to you. We don't really go to church. We practice at home. I mean, that's just us. I went to church as a kid. I took my kids to church, But there are a lot of groups. Or join your, what is that called? The senior center or something? Mm-hmm. The senior centers have groups. They even sometimes, I know people don't like to do this, but they will pick up the elderly and bring them out there during the day for lunch, and you get to know people, and, there's people there that are probably just as lonely as you, or even more so, and switch phone numbers with them. You don't have to give them your address, but switch phone numbers with them. And, you check on them, they'll check on you, hopefully. That's a good safety measure. But you always have to, always at night, make it a habit to check your stove, make sure everything's off, check your doors, make sure they're locked, because as you get older, we do forget. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have dementia or don't. I mean, we forget. I mean, even as young people, my kids forget, okay? So, yeah. So I'm just trying to give y'all some safety things to think about, because you really, really can't be too safe nowadays. And that's crazy. It's crazy. It don't matter where you are. It really don't. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Christmas. If you're depressed over Christmas, you need to talk to somebody, or at least go for a walk or something like that, because I get depressed. I have seasonal depression. I have Christmas depression, mainly now because my daughters are gone, you know. And we used to all get together as a family and all have Christmas. We don't do that anymore. And when they passed away, our family changed a lot. They changed a lot. In the sense that nobody really got together for holidays anymore. I tried my best. I even offered to cook and this and that. But everybody wanted to go to their spouse's parents' house or whatever. And that's fine. I understand completely. I do. But, so we end up where sometimes Christmas is like just another day. And, really and truly it is, you know. So, sorry about that. Burt's phone always rings first thing in the morning, and it's usually nobody we know. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions or about anything, or text me, comment, let me know what you think. Maybe you have some input, you know, safety-wise, or things elderly people can do to keep themselves busy. Because I see a lot of people, I watch a lot of elderly people on YouTube, and, you know, just having a YouTube channel, believe it or not, I know some people say, well, that's invasive. Well, you know, sometimes you need invasive. Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about making your videos. You know, they don't want to get their business out there. You just tell people what you want them to know. You don't have to. That's what everybody does, basically, except some people on TikTok overdo it. Right?
I think so.
But anyway, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Not that we're going anywhere.
It's coming up?
Yes, it is, darling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And keep tuned into us, because I always try to keep up with what's going on with Social Security, what's going on with VA, what's going on with the world and everything. The only thing I don't like to do on my channel is politics, because you know how politics is. You know, everybody has a different idea about who's this, who's that. I don't.
Social Security is changing.
Huh?
They won't be sending any more checks out.
Yeah.
It's all be digital.
Huh?
It's all going to be digital.
Everything's going to be digital on Social Security. I think everything already was, but they let some people get a check.
Not anymore.
They did before,
Yeah,
I'm saying.
They're quitting it now.
Yeah, now everybody's going to have a debit card or credit card. I, myself, this is not a sponsored video, but NetSpend is your best bet. NetSpend All Access. Because some of them charge exorbitant fees. Yeah. So check out NetSpendAccess.com. All Access. NetSpendAllAccess.com.
I'm sure.
But anyway, I know in the morning my hair's not combed. I want to be I want to be.
How's
what
my
do you
hair?
call it? Your hair's fine.
Oh, good.
I want to be as natural as possible in some of my videos, because I'm sure people watch me in their robe and slippers, okay? And I'm sure people watch me in their lounge pants, which I love to wear, but I believe I have to get dressed or my depression gets worse or whatever. But I wanted it to be as normal as possible when we wake up in the morning. And so Burt eats his breakfast, we drink our coffee, see, he's still got
Don't
his,
touch my coffee.
and I still got mine. But, yeah. And I make a lot of videos about different things, and now lately, there's a whole bunch of changes coming for us. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but, you know, last year somebody bought this apartment house we live in. And it was a big deal that we were all going to have to move because he was going to renovate it, what have you. Sorry for the glare, guys. And, well, that never happened, and everything that has to be fixed, Burt's fixing, of
Who's
course.
that guy in there?
That's you.
Oh.
Anyway, but he came around the other day and told my son that he's selling it now. Yeah. So we're going to be up and moving again, and but anyway, we got us a little piece of land if we want it, but I have to come up with the money for the, what is that? The gutter. The gutter and the little driveway or culvert. There we go, culvert. And God, I don't want to think how much that is here in Texas. So if I can, we will take that property. If I can't, we won't be able to. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll figure it out. God's always there with us. He is.
We'll be
So
boating down the river.
Bart's going to go down the river. Yeah. Down the river.
Oh, whatever.
You can't even go near water. How are you going to go?
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
I know how to swim.
You better. You're from the Navy.
That don't mean anything.
Oh, they didn't know how to swim?
No. You jump in and if you don't swim, you drown.
Yeah, no shit. I love all you guys. Have a wonderful day. We're going to try to do this every morning. We're getting there. That's if the phones don't interrupt us, you know. I love y'all. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.